One message for you from your aunt. She will bust both of you in the head. Can y'all hear me?
Not rocket science,
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
Can y'all hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. Next man up.
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
What the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.
We need a little bit more professionalism.
One message.
Hi, can you hear me? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, hello, everybody. We are starting 30 minutes early, so I'm going to go ahead and preface that right now. We had to start early due to some job stuff with various members of our team. So we're actually still waiting on one of us to get here. I won't throw anybody under the bus, but everybody, welcome to the BS Podcast. We are super, super excited because Alabama took down little brother. Roll Tide. Everybody, welcome the main host of the show, but he can explain why he's not the main host of the show tonight. Everybody, welcome the Q Dog.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode.
Who needs sound effects when I can do it? Oh!
That's right. The crowd is cheering. Thank you very much, Amber, for producing tonight. It is great because the Crimson Tide tamed the Tigers. I hope you like my graphic that I put up in the BS Podcast. I think I put it up there. If I didn't, I'll have to show it to you. It's at least on Rumble. But 27-20, Alabama beats Auburn, and it's not like they went ahead and ran away with it, Amber. They had to make it interesting. Why is that? Of
course. I don't know. I wish they'd stop making it interesting. I'd just like to see a beat down, by golly.
Yeah. Did you get some sort of feeling that at 17-0, our guys were like, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk, and took their foot off the gas? It seemed like something like that happened.
I am wondering if that's kind of what's happening. It's like, oh, well, we get up and then we just stop playing altogether. And, well, the defense doesn't stop playing.
The defense does not stop.
But the offense just kind of stops. And it's like, oh, we'll come in clutch if we need to. No, that's not what I'm looking for, guys.
Yeah, and just when you thought Alabama couldn't run the football, hey, the running game has emerged. That's pretty exciting. Now, we have a few hiccups to look at, and we'll speculate about what's going to go down. But other than that, if we can, let's bring everybody on and welcome them. And who are we light so far? Is Wild Bill in the studio?
Wild Bill is missing. And I talked to Wild Bill this morning and reminded him we started at 5 today. And I don't know where he is.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean,
Cindy's finally killed him.
He's the star of the show, so he'll be here eventually.
Yeah, if you wanna move me to the first quarter, we can do that, and we can talk stats.
We can do that. Let's do that. You want to do that? Let's do that.
Yeah, at the bottom of the hour, I'll have to dip out, but
yeah, so we can
talk
just
about in college football.
Since you got to dip out early, we can have you go first.
I dig it.
This is the second quarter of the BS Podcast. Roll Tide.
Wild Bill texted and said there has been an update in Chrome, and he cannot figure out what to do. So,
well, we'll never see him again.
We may never see him again. So Austin, since I've got to run the show, can you just like step out and call and see if you can help them at all while Q runs his quarter?
Yeah, maybe he can just get on via his phone like the old Q dog is.
Yeah,
and that'll work
Hey.
out.
Step out and help him while I hit these buttons over here. Oh, really quick, before Q gets started, we got to welcome everybody. Sorry, I forgot. Josh is here. Josh Moran. What's up?
I was kind of just hanging out.
I'm sorry. He said, let's go ahead. I'll do the first quarter. And I was like, well, let's just go ahead and start the first quarter. Sorry. What you doing today, Josh? Did you work today?
I did work today. What about y'all?
So did I, and I didn't like it. I missed Thanksgiving break.
Where you at?
Hold on just a minute. Josh, what are you drinking? You better not say, huh?
Coffee.
Okay. Whew, I thought you were about to say tea. I was going to fly back early.
Why would I
That's,
Austin, did you get in touch with the... Everybody also welcome my fantabulous husband who is calling.
But then you stopped me.
Oh, sorry. He's calling forth that SEC championship in faith with that hat on he's got on today.
Yeah,
that's our 2023 one. Okay, get out of here. Go help my dad. He's old and can't figure stuff out, so go help him. All right, Q-Dog, I'm starting your timer for you to take over quarter one from Wild Bill. When Wild Bill shows up, we'll get him rolling. Have at it, bro.
You got it. I can't. And thank you very much, Amber, for producing the podcast tonight. As I'm on assignment, not for the BS podcast, but for my 9-to-5 job. So good looking out. I really appreciate the support. And today, as we talk about the stats for the Alabama Crimson Tide, who defeated Auburn, let's just say that as many times as we can, no matter if it applies or not. But for the Alabama Crimson Tide, who defeated Auburn, the Auburn Tigers, the Turkey Tigers, the Eagle Tigers, I noticed something in review of the stats and actually sent it to Amber earlier today. We Oklahoma'd Auburn. And I say that because we had more points, but boy, did they outperform us statistically, oddly enough. Ty had 3 passing touchdowns, but a total of 122 yards. So, hey, even if it's ugly, we don't care. We just want the W. That's what matters. But if the graphics are available, cool. Not, I'll just...
Can you see them?
Yes, I can. All right.
Is that the one you want first, or do you want this one first?
Let's start with the leaders first, and it'll go like this.
Okay.
Your leader for the Alabama Crimson Tide in passing yards, 19-35 for 3 touchdowns, 122 yards, compared to Ashton Daniels of the Auburn Tigers, 18-39, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for 259 yards. He ended up having a day in that second quarter, I would say, mostly. Rushing leaders, Jam Miller, 15 carries for 83 yards, and Ashton Daniels for the Auburn Tigers, 23 carries, 108 yards. Receiving yards, this just cracks me up for some reason. Isaiah Horton for the Alabama Crimson Tide, 5 receptions, 35 yards, and 3 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. Count it, 1, 2, 3. That's amazing. And then, I can't remember Simmons' first name. I went and looked at it, and it's lost on me. But anyway, Simmons, 3 receptions, 1 touchdown, 143 yards. I presume
it's Malcolm.
He got Malcolm. Thank you. I presume that was that 60-yard touchdown where we thought there was a penalty, and maybe we kind of gave up, and he took off.
Wild Bill has made the show, everybody.
Wild Bill is in the house.
No.
And then
technology. I hate
It's a Christmas
just
miracle.
Just so you know, everything's fine. Everybody, in case you missed it, Wild Bill's here. Quincy took over the first quarter, so you can have your time to shine in quarter 2.
That's right. Time to shine. Welcome in, Wild Bill. It's great to have you. Hope you're feeling better. We hear you're still coughing, but we're glad you're good enough to be here. Thanks for getting it done, brother. He also joined me Saturday night on the live reaction show. So thank you very much, sir.
I don't know where everybody else was, Quincy.
Well, I was in bed, so.
Hey, I would like to say that I am the only one who said that I would not do the after the game stuff, and I've joined him 5 times. Just want to throw that out there.
Austin was at a concert, so just so happens our pastor doesn't give a crap about football. So
you know why? Because he roots for Tennessee.
Exactly.
That's a fair point, and he might be losing a coach according to Austin. But let's wrap this up. Leading sacks.
No, they've got their coach.
Who is it?
Coach from BYU. So he's going to leave his team in the midst of a playoff hunt, it looks like.
What?
Commence to trashing him, please.
Yeah.
Gladly. Well, he gonna leave BYU burning and Bridges just burning and the whole town just burning.
Yeah, here we go. Lane left him burning.
We're not
10-win seasons in a row. Great.
We're not allowed to talk bad about him though because they're Mormon.
Going from the Mormons to the Amish. Wow.
There you go. There you go. James Smith leading the Crimson Tide with sacks, 1 sack. Xavier Atkins, 1.5 sacks for the Auburn Tigers. Dante Lawson, as I espoused weeks ago, he kept improving week after week. And Wild Bill shot me down saying he is not improving. But wouldn't you know, the Q-Dog prevails in this particular conversation.
Well, you get to be right once out of a season.
And I got to celebrate it every chance I get.
Hey, and he was a part of the game-winning fumble recovery, so there's that.
Indeed, he was. So he's really come along and really love what what the coaching staff has to say about his progress. And that I'm so glad that he stayed. He's certainly emerging as a leader, definitely playing faster and more efficient, and really he's at the heart of what's going on. Him and Bray Hubbard. But then Keyron Crawford, he had 5 solo tackles, 4 solo tackles, 5 total tackles, while Dante Lawson outshined him. He had 5 solo tackles, 7 total tackles on the day. And as we move along to look at the yards per game, this is where I say that Alabama, Oklahoma, and Auburn, your total yards, the Alabama Crimson Tide, who beat the Auburn Tigers, I just want to emphasize that, 280 yards compared to the Tigers, 411.
What did you say, Quincy? Did you say we did what?
I think I said that Alabama beat Auburn, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I heard you say.
Maybe we can do an instant review, instant replay someday.
It kind of starts to it doesn't pop out as much when it happens year after year after year after year after year.
It always stands out to me, even though it's 6 years in a row.
I think that was 6. I'm not sure.
Yes,
I'll take it every year.
Indeed. The turnover battle, Alabama wins the turnover battle again. And boy, did they not have – it was a hot potato on the ground. We just kept knocking the ball loose, but just couldn't seem to get the right bounce. But at the right time, Alabama has no turnovers compared to Auburn's 2 turnovers. First downs, the Crimson Tide 18, Little Brother 20. Penalties, 8. This is one of the most penalized, but no surprise because we're out on the plains. Alabama 8 for 87, Auburn 10 for 84. Alabama just sucking it up on third down efficiency for some reason, 4 of 17. Auburn 8 of 19. Fourth down conversions, 1 that was a touchdown, and I loved Coach DeBoer's joke. It was 29 yards closer than the last time we were at Jordan Hare. 3 of 3 for Alabama, 2 of 3 for Auburn. And Alabama definitely led in time of possession, 34 minutes and 29 seconds opposed to 25-31 for the Tigers, the Eagle Tigers, the Turkey Tigers. I don't know. Who has 2 mascots or names for their football team? What a dumb idea. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Crimson Tide.
That's right. Looking over here, I want to talk about, the total pass yards. Alabama averaged 3.5 yards per pass, while Auburn averaged 6.9. But one of the determining factors here that emerged, as we talked about earlier, was Alabama's running game. 4.2 for both teams. 38 attempts for Alabama, 36 for Auburn. Alabama, 158 yards rushing against what I would say is one of the better defenses, rush defenses in the SEC. I'm sure Austin will fact check me on that. Auburn, 152 yards and 108, like we talked about, coming from the quarterback, Ashton Daniels. And I'm interested to know, guys, what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on those stats? How do you feel it shook out in such a way where Alabama has almost half the yards but wins by a touchdown? What are your thoughts? And everybody knows that the stats are brought to you by Man vs. Marriage, the podcast.
I'll say that for me, it felt like that whole game was played like if I was in a sleep dreaming and I'm trying to run fast. But you can't run fast. You're going as slow as can be, but you're trying to run fast. And then you wake up at the end and it's like, whoa, what just happened? Like everything was a struggle. Everything was slow. The game took forever. I don't know why it was a 4-hour game. I don't understand that. And we had the ball so long, but it seemed like it's just because we would have like a bunch of plays where we're just letting the clock run down. Like,
oh my Lord,
we could be in 3rd and 11 and we're just letting the clock run down. So it's like everything was so slow that game. It's like they did it and muddied the waters on purpose. It's kind of like that's how they like the games.
Yeah, it's interesting, Josh, just to point out what you're talking about. We came back from a commercial break and we had the entire commercial break over 3 minutes to talk about our play. And lo and behold,
timeout.
Alabama has to burn a timeout. And you keep going back to Ty. It's like, Ty, we know, we don't know nothing, but we know you want to draw them in to see where the pressure is going to come from. But at the same token, you keep trying to do too much and you're burning very important timeouts. And this, I hate that this problem has reemerged, but Wild Bill, how would you categorize the play of the offensive line against this this rowdy Auburn defense on the road?
Run-wise, we did all right. There was times, they pressured him, sacked him. There's a lot of times he had time to get rid of the ball, but he holds on to it too long.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And he's still not checking the ball down, because I know that if I saw it, I'm sure that all of y'all did. There was times 4 or 5 yards right over the middle. One of our guys was wide open, but he's still waiting to throw a 20 to 25 yard pass. Just dump the ball off and take what they've given us and let's keep moving with this.
That's right.
I watched Brooks Austin.
No, you did not.
He broke down Alabama's pass game versus Auburn today.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I watched that in its entirety.
Y'all, I just want to point out, if you're not in our BS podcast chat, which you're not unless you're on the show, all Austin talks about is Brooks Austin. So that's why I inserted sarcasm here.
Yeah. I'm fanboy on it too.
Hey, he knows Paul.
It's pretty fascinating. I understand most of what he says, and I'm like, he makes this where I know what he's talking about.
So some of our struggle was Parker Brailsford probably shouldn't have been out there. It looked like he was on 1 foot most of the time, which led to struggles in the pass game and the run game. Vandermark was at center, I think, at least the last 2 touchdowns. So kudos to him for stepping up. But one thing that he pointed out in his breakdown is Oklahoma did the same thing that Auburn did, is on a lot of those first downs when we first come out.
We're at the 2-minute mark, guys.
They know we're going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So he noticed that the defensive linemen are coming straight up field in a pass rush on first down, because they didn't respect the fact that we would even attempt to run it on first down, especially coming out on our first few plays of the drive. So that's one thing to note is, they're giving us everything they've got pass rush wise on first down. And a lot of times I feel like, and some of what he showed today showed that, where we're running 25-yard routes.
Exactly.
Even when they're bringing 6 guys.
Yeah.
And we should be slanting these teams to death. Slants, we did call a couple little screens the other night, but slant screens, little 7-8 yard hitches. I don't understand the mentality of they know what we're going to do and we're going to do it anyways.
Yeah, and Austin, I have to totally agree with you there. And I was talking to Josh about that on Saturday night when it's like, where's the hot route call? I know that there is some danger in that, because if they show pressure, you call a hot route, and then they jump back into coverage, they might be right in line with where you're going to pass the football. But it seemed like there was no threat with that. And
there were times too where they disguised well and didn't drop until the ball was snapped. So, that takes away a couple of those hot things that you think you're hot and then you're not. But I think Cuevas being out really hurt us this game, because that's that safety valve when there's pressure.
Yeah, I think the reemergence of the RPO is going to be handy for us, because now, with us being able to run the ball against Auburn, we ran the ball against Georgia. That opens things up for us. And just before we go, I want to send a shout out to my man, Brian Kriegel, who is watching the program, commenting on the program. And something is going on with some of our wide receivers that can't get open, but I think it's a scheme issue rather than a wide receiver issue. And the last thing I'll say before we wrap this segment up is Ty is not taking advantage of open field plays where, he threw the ball downfield to a wide receiver. When he had Daniel Hill open at about 8 to 12 yards, I couldn't really tell. But what he also had was wide open spaces. Not a reference to the Dixie Chicks, but he could have ran with a lead blocker and probably got 19 or 20 yards.
And I saw that one today on his breakdown. That made me sick. So much grass.
And I hadn't got to watch the breakdown, but that's just one of the things that stood out to me when I talked to Josh. It's like, he's open. But if you can run with a lead blocker, who knows what you make. But I think our team is going to improve, guys. So great first quarter. Wild Bill, I'm glad you're here. I'll be able to stick around for about the next 5 minutes so I can hear your Bama bullet points. I'll have to dip out. But the stats brought to you by Man vs. Marriage, the podcast. You want to be a better man, a better husband, a better lover. Come on down to Man vs. Marriage, the podcast, baby. We got you covered. Come and get some. Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide. All right, Wild Bill, get ready, but we got to have your AI-sponsored intro first. All right, Wild Bill, what you got?
All right. Roll Tide anyway. I'll do the best I can. We have 6 straight Iron Bowl wins against the Barn. Our longest streak since a guy named Paul William Wright strolled the sidelines. And by the way, that's 3 in a row down there at Satan's house.
Oh my!
Voodoo Central.
For the series, we're leading 52, 37, and 1. It's been 2,191 days since the Barn beat us, and our kicker was 2 for 2 on field goals.
Yeah, Austin.
Go Talty!
How do you like that, Austin Dash?
You act like I'm the kicker.
No, you're the defamer of the kicker.
I was defaming. I think we were all defaming him.
Put him in
Yeah.
a wood chipper. He's trash.
Yeah.
I was definitely defaming him.
Yes, you were.
Ryan Williams, he played 36 of our 73 snaps with no catches. On the year, he has 40 catches for 598 yards, which is second on the team. This is the fifth meeting of BAMA versus Georgia for the SEC title.
Wow.
Jeremy Bernard was targeted 10 times and they only had 3 receptions. And I shared this with Quincy the other night. I couldn't sleep Saturday night because the barn has had 4 losing records in a row. 4 years in a row, the barn has lost more than they've won. It breaks my heart.
Well, they got Alex Golesh now, so we'll see if that changes.
Well, everything was supposed to change with Hugh Freeze.
Yep.
Hugh Freeze had already had
No,
Alex Golesh doesn't have any dadgum whatever you call him.
You don't know that.
Yeah, hey, you know what he's got though?
What is the word I'm thinking of?
You know what he's got though is
Candles.
Boosters micromanaging the football department. So
that's all. You know what? If he's gonna deal with it, if he got to deal with it, he'll deal with it. But I'm saying Hugh Freeze had already had that scandal with all the hookers and all that, and he was damaged goods before he even got there.
Hey, the most Auburn thing you could ever do is fire your coach who had beat Alabama before. That's why you hired him. And then you hired somebody that's almost beat Alabama a couple times.
I will say, though, looking at him, he looks like a lot more like a bigger dweeb now because he's got orange and blue on. Like, it totally makes him look like a different person. And I really don't like it that much.
Hey, Wild Bill.
Yes, sir.
Wild Bill, you and Aunt Cindy watched the Dynasty podcast.
Yes.
And I loved that Trent Richardson said his alma mater high school colors are orange and blue, and he can't bring himself to wear them anymore.
Love it.
That was outstanding.
Love it.
Hey, Hoover's orange and black. He's close.
Close enough.
Lane Kiffin said that LSU was the best job in football, by the way.
They what?
Earlier,
the best available job, I bet.
He said the best job.
Yeah, I hear
There is no way. There is no way the Ragin' Cajuns is the best job. Ain't no way.
Well, that's actually a football.
That's actually a football team.
Not LSU.
I'm just talking about how they're
Ragin'. There's a football called the Ragin'
all the time.
There's a football team called the Ragin' Cajuns.
Okay, well, I'm
they
talking
couldn't
about
even
LSU.
spell Ragin'.
Exactly. I'm talking about LSU because everybody knows all Cajuns are Ragin'. But anyway, how you gonna go from having your little cushy, all the lawyers and all the hottie toddies, and they have all the money in the world, to you have to go to the governor to get your money? At least Ole Miss has money.
This is fixing to end really bad, y'all. I just want you to know.
I cannot wait for within the next 3 years. He's gonna get fired because you know what? LSU has way higher standards than Ole Miss did.
My last bullet point, because Quincy said he's got to go.
Oh, I forgot we were doing those.
I know.
Sorry.
I was just over here praying for Auburn's downfall. I forgot we were doing that.
They've been in a downfall.
Yeah, I just wish them nothing worse.
Coach DeBoer is 2-0 against Auburn. First coach since a guy by the name of Gene Stallings in 1990 and 91 to win his very first 2 Iron Bowls.
Hey, speaking of that, I've got this little graphic for y'all. There you go. That kind of plays into that too.
And by
Loving it.
Let's make it 10-0 this week, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Quincy and Josh is in Texas. Everybody needs to say a prayer for Gene Stallings. He's not in very good health. He just turned 90-something, and his family was there Thanksgiving. They don't know how many more he might have. So, but he's a great class guy.
Yes.
And 2-0, his first 2 against the Barn, so it makes it worth it. But so I gather y'all been talking about goofball from Ole Miss going to Baton Rouge?
We
What
haven't yet. I
if
really
you've
wish I
not-
was able to stick around because I have plenty to say, but I'll have to be for another day for me.
Fine
Where you
with
going?
me
Where you
because
going? Where you going?
we don't like your opinion about it.
Of
Where you going?
course.
Where you
Of
going?
course.
Where you going?
I have a work engagement I have to go to here in New Orleans, so I got to rock and roll.
New Orleans?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
That city stinks.
He's going to meet with Lane Kiffin about
No.
I actually like the city now.
No, that city literally stinks.
But it does literally stink, yeah.
Well,
Quincy.
I will. I'll send my
Hope you're
yes,
eating
sir.
Cajun food.
What position you applying for? With
I
Lane?
gotta. I'm gonna work on the hype man. That's all I need to do.
He
Just
wants
hype
to
him
be
up.
a part of this club with Bray Hubbard.
Exciting whites. Yes, I do. Well said, Austin Dash. Well, guys, thank you very much for holding the show down. I hope you have a great show, and I will send my prediction along. I've made it. I'll try and do a video to send it over so you get the real effect. Congratulations to Amber for what I don't want to say yet, as she announces this later in the show.
So,
But I love you all.
Well, you
Roll
just announced
Tide,
it.
and the Q Dog.
Yeah. Did
is
you
out.
finish last, Quincy, for the
Never.
year?
Oh, never. No. Nobody finishes last when Austin is around, baby. Come on.
I have too much faith.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you
right.
do.
I'm out, guys. See you later. Roll Tide.
See you, bro. I love you,
Roll
man.
Tide.
Love y'all.
Well, the show can go off the rails now because the boss is gone. Everybody, we can slam Lane Kiffin. We got 6 minutes left in Bill's time slot. So, just so everybody knows, it's watching.
What are they watching?
Hopefully, they're closing their dishes.
Looks like Amber took some more edibles and they're hitting again.
Quincy has a
Good
defense.
Lord have mercy. You need to dose lower.
Quincy has gone into like defensive mode of Lane Kiffin in our group chat, and I'm not having it. Wild Bill's not having it.
I will say this. Can I say something about it? Because
of course.
The more I think about it and the more I hear stuff coming out from both sides, I actually do think we have to put all of the blame on the NCAA. What just happened?
What is that?
How did I get it? I think I have a touch screen and I accidentally.
Oh, and it won't let me take it down.
Get that crap off of there.
How do we get it off of there? There it is.
I don't know.
Okay, so how do we go back to our normal spots?
There we go.
So it's the NCAA's fault for having all this stuff out of line with the academic year, just like Nick Saban said. You got Lane Kiffin that wants to take the LSU job, but he's in a predicament with Ole Miss. You got all these other coaches that are wanting to take jobs in these other schools that need coaches right in the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree with that.
Even the BYU guy. It's like, so what do you expect these guys to do when the players can just leave at any time they want? They had 2 portals. Now they're shoring it up to 1 portal time frame. Yeah. There needs to be something to where coaches can only get fired and hired during a period of time as well. Yeah. And it all needs to line up with the school year.
Well,
one time.
I don't disagree with that at all. I just think Lane Kiffin has acted like a complete dickhead.
He handled it horribly, but I think that
that's what he does.
I honestly think he was in a tough spot, and he had to make a tough decision. I think he made the wrong decision because I don't like the way LSU is handling the whole Brian Kelly thing, even though he's kind of a douchebag. But he's gone. He's at LSU, and I think it's going to end badly. So
and here's the struggle too, though. The portal already lines up with the school year, but it's before the national championship game.
Yeah.
So do we need a spring portal after the semester's over? Like, I really don't know.
I don't know how you'd have to work out something special for those teams that are in the playoffs.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. But
what I do know, being able to fire a coach and a coach leave when your team is 11-1 about to go to the playoffs is kind of wild.
But it's stupid to me to even do that. Like, I don't know anything about BYU. I'm an SEC girly, but it does not make, to me, LSU is a step down from Ole Miss for what he's done there.
I feel like
LSU's been in the crapper.
It's the state of the program right now, but when it's on top, it wins championships. But
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to solve Lane Kiffin's "I can't win a championship" fault.
Because how do we know? How do we know? He just left in the middle of a championship run.
This is the closest he's ever been.
Brian Kelly did not win a championship there. And I know Les Miles did, and Ed Orgeron, who can't even speak English, he won a championship there, basically just riding coattails of players, being a hype man for LSU fans. So if you do the right things, you can win there. But I don't think Lane's going to do the right things. Once he does something wrong, these fans are going to annihilate him, and they don't do that in Ole Miss because he's the cream of the crop to them.
Yeah.
So,
they hate him now. I have a second. No, he's my third cousin. I have a third cousin that went to law school there, and I texted him last night, and he was like, the amount of hatred that Ole Miss now has for him, like burning. We've never experienced this before in our lives. Hatred.
In all seriousness, what they should do is if you fire your coach mid-season, the hiring period is after the season. So you still can't hire a coach. So that'll stop these teams from, maybe Lane wouldn't have had to make a decision until after the season was over. So I don't know. It's just it's a crappy situation.
The calendar's crap. Me and Austin have been talking about the calendar for quite some time. And it's the calendar is crap, but at the same time, there are just better ways to handle it. Like, people are mad that people aren't mad at the guy at Tulane, but the guy at Tulane hasn't made this spectacle and just been a dickhead. I mean,
wait, I didn't even think about that. He's in a playoff run.
He's on the verge too. Yeah,
which they ain't got no damn business being in the playoffs.
But he's going to be able to coach because he's not been a dickhead. If Lane Kiffin had just been a normal human and not like tried to get more fame and attention over what he was doing, Ole Miss might have let him go.
Are you sure Summerall's going to coach? Because Jamarcus Shepard is literally at Oregon State right now. He's done.
No, Jamarcus Shepard is back at Alabama throughout the rest of
I just literally saw him
today.
Oregon State.
No.
They expect him to be back in Alabama tomorrow.
The board gave him permission, said he had stuff to do on Sunday and Monday.
Well, hey, you're making that's fine. Good.
Yeah, the board gave him
because I'm over here like, hang on, this dude's gone already.
And the other thing is too, he's taken about 4 or 5 Alabama staffers with him.
I ain't worried about them staffers, but he's one of the guys that's been with DeBoer for a while, so that's going to hurt. But there's plenty of wide receiver coaches out there. DeBoer's just got to make good hires.
We're gonna lose linguists too. I hate that, but
we need to win this damn Georgia game.
Okay.
Did the quarter end yet?
Well,
no,
wait,
it's about to go off.
Before we go back into that, has anybody heard about this? So he's been like their T-Dog.
Yeah, I know who it is. He's like their mascot, kind of.
Yeah, but all this time they had named him Juice Kiffin, like he was Lane's dog, and they're like, no, by the way, we left the dog too.
That's not Lane's dog?
No.
I thought that was Lane's dog.
Okay. So supposedly though, they had made it out like it was his dog in all these posts, probably to make Lane Kiffin more likable. Mm-hmm. And then look at that, they left him there.
Is that a real
yes.
That's Tiger vibes, guys. Who's Tiger vibes?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's all over
it's
Twitter.
Real. It's been all over everything.
Out about it.
I'd like
Barstool Sports is even talking about it. Oh my God!
I would like to apologize now for my multiple use of what I actually think about Lane Kiffin.
You're telling me that was not his freaking dog.
Nope. And they made it because look, here's a post by Barstool. Lane Kiffin's dog Juice is Ole Miss's T-Dog. That was in 2023. And now they've
looked on Twitter.
They've left him there.
Now that's not that's not his dog.
No,
he Kirk Herbstreeted us.
Well, at least it's actually Kirk Herbstreit's dog.
Look, the only thing I want to say, Lane Kiffin, this is what he did at Tennessee. He left in the middle of the night.
He got fired by Coach Saban.
Go to Southern Cal. Got fired at Southern Cal on the tarmac of the plane.
Because he wasn't able to focus, right?
Coach Saban revived and got him back. Coach Saban had to fire him. So he goes to FAU, goes to Ole Miss, and now look what he's done.
He caused a lot of destruction in Knoxville when he left.
He did.
Like they were burning the city down.
Can we talk about the fact that the last time he was there, they threw golf balls and mustard bottles at him?
I gotta say,
like, what's going to happen at Ole Miss next year? He has to coach and go to Ole Miss, and I believe they go to Knoxville also. So I am hoping for some chaos when
the only way that he could be hated on more if he's an ex-coach who just did them wrong if he was an ex-black coach at Ole Miss. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of racists out there.
Oh, my God, Josh. All right, that is the end of the second quarter. In case you missed it, we flipped around, and Wild Bill took second quarter. Now would be time for Dashes on the board. Before we get started, I would just
shut up, Austin.
It started with because there was no press conference. That's what I was going to tell you.
They had it yesterday. You should have plenty of things.
They did.
He talked to the press yesterday, Austin.
No, he talked to him on Saturday.
He talked to the press yesterday. He talked to the press yesterday.
Does everybody have their popcorn?
Think about it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Austin, I sent you quotes from him yesterday talking to the. Okay, while Austin's trying to find notes about what Coach said to the press yesterday, I'm going to show y'all our nieces because we were gone on Thanksgiving break last week, and I always like to share some memories with you guys. Look how cute this little heifer is. Oh, cannot. Y'all, our niece Amaria will be 8 in March. She acts just like Austin Dash. It's the best thing in the whole wide world. But my sister-in-law, there we are all together. Look at her. She loves us. It's the best. Oh, my gosh.
Josh, if you never prayed, you better start praying now.
But
why do I need to pray?
If she acts like Austin.
My sister-in-law got married last year, and they had a baby in September, and she's a big fan of Austin. All the kids love Austin because he's on their level. Look at this baby.
Are you saying that they got a similar IQ?
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
So my sister-in-law texted me the week before Thanksgiving. Was like, anyway, you could bring. They named her Kinslin. We're not talking about her made-up name, but I love her so much. I could just eat her up. Look at her.
You're not supposed to eat her.
God, calm down.
I miss her. Look how cute she is. My sister-in-law texted me and said, hey, can you make her a onesie that said, my rolls are homemade? I said, I sure can. Look at that baby. Love.
Oh, my gosh.
So much. We had a great Thanksgiving, and I wanted to cry when we left because now I have 2 nieces that I have to leave every time. It's different when you got one that can call you on the phone, and then you got one that's 2 months old that can't do that. But anyway, we had a great visit. We missed y'all last week, but we had a really good visit. And then we hated that Dad was sick.
You didn't miss a damn thing.
I miss y'all when we're not here.
I just saw how you were acting with that little baby and stuff. You didn't miss nothing. Uncle Bill, do you think she missed being on the podcast? I mean, I wouldn't have.
I mean, I did. And because especially when Mom was like, your dad's not going to be able to do it, then I felt bad.
Me and Quincy just talked a bunch of dumb stuff.
We were traipsing around West Virginia with no cell phone service. So
There's that.
Anywho, for some reason, my husband has uploaded a picture of Ty Simpson. So
Yeah, because that's what we're going to do again on Saturday.
I don't know what I'm going to do if we beat Georgia again. I might go streaking through the quad. That's funny.
That is.
Oh, I love that dude.
What's
his nickname right there? The Grill?
I don't know. And then more importantly,
he looks really cool with that grill, dude.
More importantly, look at that.
But typically beating them twice in 1 year is not something that happens. But I'll tell you what, we're the #1 seed in the SEC. I don't know if y'all been seeing that, but the SEC is putting that out everywhere today.
Yes,
I know why they're doing it. They're doing it.
The standings.
They don't want us to be, if we lose, to be able to get jumped. But like the issue is we are the #1 seed. It's not like they're just putting it out there. Like we own the tiebreaker over Georgia. We didn't lose to Texas.
If there was a championship, Alabama would be the winner of the SEC.
Yes, we would be #1. It would be a lot for the playoffs. So if they're going to use that Florida State loss against us, and they didn't use SMU's loss last year against them to a crappy team,
I don't think they can.
They lost. Wouldn't the SEC just literally just blow this whole thing up?
Yes,
if they left either one of us out.
Greg Sankey there'll be no more championship, no more conference championships if that were.
I just don't see how they could leave us out. So the next round was saying, don't be surprised if you see Alabama ranked 8th.
Yeah, and
Joe
Klatt hates the SEC and hates Alabama, and today
he still thinks that. Yeah,
there's no way you not leave them out.
Yeah, I just don't see how you would. We beat Georgia at Georgia.
Yeah,
I mean, we're playing them again, and we've already beat them. So
I did not want to play them again. I just want to point that out.
Hey, let's make sure
if we just win the game, it doesn't matter.
Yep. Hey, and I like our odds just as good as I did the first time.
Georgia is a good team, but so are we. For some reason, we like playing games in quicksand.
They're inconsistent like we are, though.
They really are. They are.
Yeah.
I trust our defense, though. It's not that I don't trust our defense. I was telling Austin this when he was watching some of the Brooks Austin dude on his lunch break, and I was like, it's not that I don't trust our defense. Yeah. I just went from trusting Ty with every fiber of my being to not trusting Ty at all.
But then he goes and does that crap at the end of the game, and it's like
that's the thing. I mean,
but he's so inconsistent. You can't bank on that happening again.
But you have
we tried it against Oklahoma, and it
didn't work.
Okay, but we've seen when it matters. We've seen Alabama go win games in the fourth quarter.
It mattered against Oklahoma.
Except
you know what? Without those couple wild turnovers, it's a different game. But you've seen us when it mattered go down and beat South Carolina. When it mattered, go down, make two of the best plays of the game against Missouri. That 4th and 8 pass, and we saw him again the other night, 4th and 2. And
what the heck was up with Georgia's offense against Georgia Tech? What the?
I started watching his breakdown of that too, and man, it was messy. It was ugly.
Well, bet your ass it's going to be messy this weekend too, because that's all we do is play messy games.
Well, so it's almost like Gunnar Stockton is just afraid to, like, even when he's got the shot there, he's afraid to. There was one play that I watched earlier when he was breaking it down. A tight end, I mean, there's nobody there to cover him, and he pump fakes it and checks it down. So I think he's gun shy. I think he's afraid to turn the ball over, and if they're not running well, and it all gets put on Gunnar Stockton, it could be a long night again. Especially with Drew Bobo, their center, he's probably out for the year, maybe.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Don't expect our game is going to be muddy. We jumped out ahead of them. What was that? 17? 21-0 maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
They come back. We don't even score in the second half. We still win the game. We go up against Auburn. They come back. We score at the end to win the game. We have to come back against South Carolina. Many instances this year that has happened to us where we get a lead and then we just let them come back. So it doesn't matter what happens in the beginning of this game. It's going to be I'm preparing my mental state for the games we've been watching all year, and it's going to be a dogfight. And I'm still not going to be prepared for it.
But not his dogfight because he's not going to LSU.
Dang.
That's what we were talking about earlier, though, is like what is happening? Like, what is happening that we're coming out and instead of let's just keep going. We're up 20-0, 21-0, 24-0. Why are we stopping?
Well, for some odd reason, I don't know what Ryan Grubb's deal is. I love Ryan Grubbs at times, and sometimes I can't stand him because we have something that's working. We're rushing it for between 4 and 6 yards a carry, and we try to get cute and do a flea flicker or a reverse or a double pass. And it's like, guys, I mean, if we could just throw a short game and let the shots come as they may, I don't get it. But I feel like at times we get away from what's working, and it makes no sense to me at all. No sense.
Like, we don't need to be experimenting. We don't need to be experimenting in a game. Like, we're up 20-0. Don't do anything to drag our momentum down.
But how many plays is Ty changing at the line from what was called?
And that's another thing.
We don't know.
I think a lot of time, they give him options. They give him 2 or 3 options depending on the look he gets, and that's why we spend so much time and let the clock get down. But give him 2 plays, simplify it, and depending on the look they give us, let's run a play. Let's not spend all this time and then have them bail out and drop into coverage anyways or send to everybody. It just that wears me out. I mean, we're killing ourselves because of I feel like we're trying to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
Run the 2-minute offense the whole game.
I'm telling you, we
that
do
way
so
he ain't
well.
got time to.
Exactly.
We do so well with that. I don't understand why we don't do
Jan
that.
Miller out or what? I don't.
They haven't said yet, but as quick as he was on crutches, I would say he's probably done for the year.
I want to see some AK Deer in this game. I feel like he could really offer us something.
Well, I want to see. Now we did see him catch a screen pass the other night. That was nice. But I want to see Daniel Hill run the ball 25 times and then have Kevin Riley and AK Deer.
Out.
Oh, is he? Is he still out?
He broke his hand.
Oh, great. Well, he can have a club on.
6'1" freshman AK Deer some touches.
But that's the thing. Let Daniel Hill wear him down and let AK Deer just wear him out in the second half. Those exhausted guys.
I read something this morning, something that Coach DeBoer, he was talking about the championship game, and they said that Washington has come on pretty good as of late in practices, so you could see him behind AK.
Yeah, I mean those are the guys we have at this point.
It'll be Hill, Deer, and Washington.
Yeah. Man, down to 3 running backs. That's not good.
It's great.
I don't know what
AK Deer 6'1", 220. I think he's got a body for it. He needs to get in there.
Yep. I would love to see that.
How much more time we got left on this?
We got 2 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and call it, and we'll go ahead and get in. Oh, just kidding.
I was going to say another thing to watch out for this week, though, is going to be Tim Keenan versus their backup center. It could get ugly.
Well, one of their starting linemen, or 2 of them's out too, aren't they?
Well, I know for sure it looks like their center will be, but there may be another one too.
Hey, we're beat up. We're beat up too. So
I like our defensive line against their hurting offensive linemen. So we'll see.
All right. Well, that's been the third quarter since Austin didn't go find anything from Coach DeBoer. We're going to get on into the fourth quarter.
3, 2, 1.
And here we are. So before we get into our predictions for the SEC championship game, we're going to talk about how Amber Dash, who has never done anything worth a crap in predictions until this year, was on the freaking money on Saturday. My prediction was 27-20, and baby, right
girl.
on the money.
I don't know how you.
This is why you don't want people like this to win.
Look,
No.
I don't ever win anything, so I have to enjoy
No,
this.
she's
'cause
like she's like Gus Malzahn when she wins. It's so annoying.
I never win. I
You
never
need
win
some chewing
anything.
gum?
I
You
never
won.
win.
You won 9 years ago when you married me. So
I
Wow.
did win in the husband department.
yeah.
So before we get into predictions, I just had to
Notice how
toot my
quiet Bill is right now.
own horn.
You go, girl.
Thank
Toot it.
you. I appreciate you. I'm glad somebody loves me on this podcast.
I was close.
I don't know what your prediction was. Quincy didn't have them to send to me. They were in Fort Worth, so I don't know what
What
everybody
the
said.
hell? Why don't we have the scores? Because I think I was close too.
I
Josh,
don't know.
yeah, me and you was right there. Didn't I have like 24-20?
I think you did 24-20. I did 24-17.
Yeah, we were
something
all
like that.
pretty close together. So
But none of it
Um,
matters.
I don't think Austin was. What did Austin do?
Austin wasn't even in the ballpark.
okay,
I was like 34
so
to 17 or
I
something.
do have Quincy's video, but since I won, I'll go first, and then we'll see what Quincy has to say. My prediction. I've been looking at like some information, and people are actually picking Georgia to beat us. So
No,
Everybody's gonna pick them to beat us.
I'm shocked.
I almost want to say Georgia wins, but I can't do that to my boys. Just like Coach Saban, he can't do it. He can't do it to the team. He can't do it to the boys.
I kind of got a feeling. I kind of got a good feeling about this game.
I'm going. Let's see. I think it's going to be a close one, though. I think Alabama pulls it out. I'm going 27-24. Let's see what the Q-Dog has to say, because, of course, he sent a video.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quincy Moran with the BS Podcast here for my prediction. Here's the way it's going to go. Alabama comes out to an early lead in the first quarter, 7-3. And in the second quarter, they get absolutely loose. Tack on another 14 points. Georgia gets in the end zone for some weird reason. And it's now 21-10 at the half. After the half, Alabama comes out, scores a touchdown.
No way.
Georgia in the third quarter scores a field goal. Then, to complete the game, Alabama scores another touchdown to put the game away. And Georgia scores a garbage time touchdown. And your Alabama Crimson Tide win the SEC championship in year 2 of the Kalen DeBoer tenure. 35-20, Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide, baby. Let's go. Get them dogs.
So annoying. I was about to say 34-20.
Did he smoke on like the finest ganja that California has to offer before he said that? There is no possible way the score is 35-10. Or 20.
Okay, Josh, what is your prediction then?
I mean, I haven't picked Alabama to lose all year, even though I thought we were going to lose to Auburn. I thought we were going to lose a couple. So I'm not.
I thought we were going to lose Auburn too, man.
I'm not gonna pick us to lose. I think we might. I think we can win this game. I honestly do. Nobody's even given us a shot, and we've already beaten Georgia. How about that crap? So if you can't motivate our guys this week, Kalen, like this should be the lowest hanging fruit ever, because you beat Georgia and you're the underdogs.
And
you went to their house and beat them, and you're the underdog.
And not to forget that we pretty much own Mercedes.
We do. This is a new regime, but that, we'll see if that carries over. But you got to look at all this. Everybody's now nobody's giving Alabama a chance to win. And it's like, okay, this is kind of a game that I believe we can win because this is everybody's putting all their chips in the Alabama losing basket. And they got all these scenarios in their head. Well, when Bama loses to Georgia, are they still going to get it? It's like, no, why don't we just win?
That's
Yeah.
right.
They're going to motivate the team this week. If they can't motivate this team, then there's something wrong with them. This is the easiest week for motivation. So,
What's your prediction, Joshua?
20, what was the first game? 27-24?
I said 27-24. Your brother said 35-20.
I want to see more offense, so I'm going to say more, but I don't know if these teams can score more points against each other.
Yeah, no.
31-27. Bama.
All right. Dash. What you got?
34-17.
All right, Wild Bill. What
You
you got?
see Alabama's best offense game.
I'm going to go with the same as I had last week, 24-20.
As long as we win, I don't care.
As long as we win, I don't give a crap.
Well, here would be a question to y'all. How could they have Georgia picked to win? Alabama's the number 1 seed. We went to Athens, Georgia, and beat them in Athens. How could they say Georgia's just because they've lost one game?
I'd love to know. I don't get it.
But who was it they lost to?
The Crimson Tide.
That's what I thought.
Hey, check out this scenario. What if Duke wins the ACC championship? Then neither
at 7-5. Golly, the ACC.
But guess what? They won't get the playoffs.
They'll have to.
No, they won't.
Is there not an auto bid?
It's the top 5 highest conference championships. So they broke it down today. If Duke wins, then obviously Tulane. But then if James Madison were to win their conference championship, they'll be ranked higher than Duke.
That's
and
so
they would be in that 11th spot, Tulane in the 12th spot. And then you're looking at Miami still might get in, and they didn't even play in their conference.
Hey, y'all, remember when they said having 12 was going to make it easier?
Yeah, but the issue is those
auto bids
at the end
and the group of 5 teams.
That there's no reason Tulane or James Madison should be in this. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
If you're not ranked in the
top 12.
Yeah.
Top 12.
Well, here would be a homework assignment for one of you three, since y'all are so good on this.
Austin, I don't want to do
it. After we beat Georgia, we need to know the email or whatever to contact the AD at Arkansas and tell him what he can do.
I'd like to tell that. I'm still trying to figure out how a school's so bad.
And tell
bad how he became the chairman.
That's pretty wild. They're a crappy athletic program right now.
So we can
anybody who has a crappy athletic program has no business being the chairman of the college football playoff committee.
He was too worried about Alabama's lack of run game and then hired the guy from Memphis. So there's that. If you can't beat him, hire him, I guess. I don't know. That's what I told our youth pastor. If you can't beat him,
our youth pastor is a big time Arkansas fan. They're from Arkansas, so if you can't beat them,
they got a lot more mediocre days ahead. So that'll be good for them.
True statement. All right, everybody. Well, we've got some time to spare.
Wait, Amber, did you tell us yours?
Yeah.
No, did she?
I did 27-24. I sure did.
Oh,
I gave my
that
first.
was that was the score of the first game, right?
It was the score.
24-21.
It was the score of our game this past.
27.
No,
24.
it wasn't. It was 27.
I'm out.
Okay. Bye.
He's got to go to the bathroom.
Hey, real quick before we get off here, did you see the background right now?
Yes, I love it.
Did you know that you can actually have
grandma's house?
You can have StreamYard create an AI generated background, and all I did was say, create a background of an Alabama football fan.
I want to save this and make it the background of my computer.
It's on there. On the background.
How do I save it?
I don't know how you would do that.
I don't think you can save from here.
Probably not. Yeah. You have to take a screenshot.
Probably not, but it's beautiful. All right. Well, Wild Bill's gone. Q-Dog's gone. So for Josh Moran, smash the dash because he was 1,000% the smash on Saturday. And for, of course, myself. Hi, I'm Amber. This is the BS Podcast. Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk next week about the SEC championship game in hopes right now that we are the champions, my friends. But anyway. Bye, everybody. I guess I should have had the video pulled up. Shit.
One message for you from your aunt. She will bust both of you in the head. Can y'all hear me?
It's not rocket science, you know.
I think you, like me, have a face for radio.
Can y'all hear me?
We gonna play with the players we got. Next man up.
That's why it sucks.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
This kind of unprofessionalism does not need to be tolerated. I mean it. Like,
can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
What the hell is going on here? Just all hang up.
Another episode of the BS Podcast.
Hang on.
Moran.
Hang on. There's all kinds of noise in my ear now.
Oh, jeez.
We need a little bit more professionalism.